Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to chit chat with you and kind of just discuss overcommitting and the actual thing that it does to your well-being. This is going to be like a coffee and chat. Grab something to drink, grab some caffeine, or not, and let's talk about it. Not really helping with the lighting. Okay, so this season I have made it very much, I don't even want to say like a rule, but mindfully I have tried to back away from overcommitting myself this season. I didn't want to have a million events. I didn't want to commit to a million homeschool programs or meetups, or I feel like this time of year it could get so intensely insane that we think that our child is missing out. And so we sign up all the things and we overcommit and we do all the things that's going to make us feel like we should be doing that because, you know, when we overcommit, we're not focused on ourselves, but we're focused on another person, which is fine. We should focus on our kids, but it typically comes with a lot of stress on the parent. And I'm talking about just the basics here. Like, I have found that each year I end up being so stressed because we end up getting so busy that I can't keep up. I can't do the things that I want to do or land on the curriculum. There are other like certain points that I want to be at, and we typically will like take a break in December. And this year I'm like, you know what? If I don't do that, I can then focus on, okay, if we don't take a break, then that's going to force me to continue to do school and have some sort of routine and have some sort of normalcy still in our life. And then I won't overcommit us because I'll be prioritizing our Christmas school and the things that we're going to do for that. So for one, it's half working. For two, I'm not looking for it. I'm not going on the apps. I'm not going on social media as much. I don't want to see the things that I'm going to be tempted to committing us to because I'm burned out. Burnout is real. And let me tell you, it can not only affect your health, but it can affect every part of your day. I'm exhausted. All I want to do is come home and lay down and just like not think about anything, or which ends up leading me to think about everything, which don't take my advice there, but I do feel a sense of relaxation because I haven't been overscheduling our days. I'm not planning to go out with friends and then come home and do school. We're doing either or. I'm not trying to squeeze it all in because it's not healthy. It's not good to do that all the time. And 'tis the season for stress, right? Like, this is the Christmas season, the holiday season. We went from bam, 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 all the holidays all at once, like it is every year. And every year I say, man, I'm freaking tired and I'm busy and we're never home. And my child thrives on routine. I have noticed a large difference in her this year. We have schooled the last 2 weeks of December, and she has asked me, hey mom, what are we doing for school today? Not, can we not do school today? it's just like such a change and switch in behavior. And I'm like, wow, is it because I'm keeping her routine going and her like regimen of like knowing what to expect every day? I'm sticking to that, right? And so I'm not getting as much pushback because, well, for one, we're doing a fun like unit, but for two, it's just one of those things where I think it's very important for kids to have some type of structure in their day. It is so easy to just like be like, oh, we need a break. Well, we are going to take a break. We are going to take the week of Christmas and the week after Christmas off completely, because I feel that that's an appropriate amount of time for our break. I know some of our friends are going to be off of public school, and I know that she's going to want to visit and we're going to want to do all the things with them. So I'm going to give us that 2-week window, but I am fully well prepared for behavior shifts because there's going to be more screens. There's going to be more I'm bored, or, you know, just the wanting to meet with that uncertainty of, you know, what's going to happen through it, what's going to happen today, what are we doing tomorrow kind of thing. But burnout is real, guys, and take it from me, like I have had one of the worst health years ever. I've been in the hospital 3 times for all different reasons each time. It's just not been a very good year. So it's been really difficult for me to just navigate. And then I'm like, I need to be slowing it down. Like my body is telling me to slow down. And there's only so much that I can do to do that. But I know that some of these overcommitted things that I've done to us with like activities and events and groups and play dates and thinking that my kid needs to be around another kid 24/7 because she's an only child and she needs to socialize. Let me tell you, she might get a little bored from here and there, but she has not even really asked me, hey mom, could we go do this? Hey mom, what's on the group chat today? Hey mom, like none of those topics of conversations have come up. And so for me, that tells me that she might not always want to do those things, but she's not very verbal to just be like, I don't want to do those things. So it's just put a lot of perspective on my plate. And I wanted to talk about it, share about it, because I'm curious if you've noticed those patterns with your kids too, that sometimes we commit to these things or overcommit to these things and they don't even really want to do those things. We just think that they're going to have fun once they're there and they're going to want to get out of the house and they're going to want to do this and they're going to want to do that. And sometimes maybe that's true. They do. But then other times maybe they don't and they just don't want to say so. So even though I ask her, hey, you want to do this? I do that a lot. Like we have a lot of conversations about like our schedule and our days because she thrives on those things. Like she likes to have choice and she likes to be able to pick those things. But at the same time, I have kind of wonder if like she thinks that I just want to do those things. So maybe she's doing a little bit of pleasing or just like, yeah, okay, I'll go. And I don't know. These are just kind of some random thoughts that I wanted to talk about because overcommitting isn't necessarily the best way to go in our homeschool life. Like, I'm sure there are some of you who are really slow and you like a slow pace and like you don't overcommit and your life is fantastic. Or maybe your kids thrive that way. I'm a very anxious person. My daughter is a very anxious person. And I thrive with community. I love to be around people. I love to be around my friends. And she's kind of the same way. She's a little bit more introverted than me. but she's my little social bee. She's hilarious. Like, she's not afraid to talk to people. And I'm seeing more and more that is filling our cup with being around community, but too much community can sometimes not necessarily be a positive thing. I think she's really enjoying this bonding time of just me and her and not doing anything or just hanging around with the family. So I'm curious how you are when you overcommit. How do you slow down? What are your tips and tricks? My best advice is to just take a step back and just evaluate. What is it that you really want? What are your goals? What do you see for your future? What does your child want? Have you had a conversation about it? Go down the list of all those things and ask yourself, like, do we need to do this? Do I need to sign up for this? Does she really want to do this? Does he really want to do this? Keep asking yourself, because I'm telling you, sometimes throwing off your flow or your, like, whatever you've got going on at home as your normal routine, sometimes throwing it off isn't worth it. It's just not. So I'm curious. Let me know all about your burnout tips and tricks in the comments down below, and what you do in the case of overcommitting. Do you set a limit? Do you, I'm just curious. Like, I feel like I run into this time and time again, and I'm slowly learning that I just need to take a step back. I just need to stop. See you in my next one.